Hello, I am the anonymous voter, and I represent Codiv, C-O-D-I-V, the Coalition of Dedicated Independent Voters. Codiv was established to organize voters who are fed up with our present political climate, and our goal, with your help, is to become a permanent fixture in the American political process. It's kind of frightening out tonight where I am. Low visibility because of fog. Dark. Actually a little ominous looking. Not the sort of evening that most people would choose to be outside on. Even more shadowy than normal. Well, what you're looking at is a visual description of the type of atmosphere that much too much of our nation's political dealings take place in. You know, the type of political activity that wouldn't look very good in the light of day. Wouldn't look so good if the activity was transparent enough for the American public to see. Just recently, the spending bill for 2008 was approved, and political watchdog groups apparently believe that there's an awful lot of tricks and gimmicks in the bill to keep the pork barrel spending train going full speed ahead. For example, Congress had pledged, I repeat, pledged, to cut the level of earmarks to half of the 2005 level, which would have limited the 2008 bill to less than 7,000 earmarks. Well, the actual 2008 bill has more than 11,000 earmarks, and it'll make you so very, very proud of your elected officials to know that some 9,000 of these earmarks were rushed into the bill so late that they weren't even able to be scrutinized by Congress before they voted on the bill. Let's face it, folks, there's a common affliction among politicians. They have absolutely no problem publicly supporting issues while privately rejecting those same issues. Are you mad enough to do something about this kind of nonsense in 2008? The angry voters need a place to gather where we can stand up and be counted against these jerks. Remember the 2006 midterm elections? Just 14 months ago, the results were described by both parties and most politicians as mandates from the voters for change. They claim to understand the voters' demands, that they work together to solve our nation's problems. The only change I do see is that the major parties are even more polarized than before, and this says volumes about the level of contempt that our elected leaders have for the voting public. Our nation's leaders have ignored the mandates of 2006, just as they will ignore the mandate for change in 2008 after the election, unless we make sure that the voter backlash of 2006 will seem tame in comparison to the voter outrage that we expressed in 2008. And so, I'm appealing to each and every one of you who is sick and tired of the political status quo to stand up with Codiv, for only when each and every individual elected official has a strong fear of voter backlash will real reform take place. We need all of you, and we also need you to tell your family and friends about Codiv. Ask them to examine Codiv at www.codiv.org, because there's no better advertisement for Codiv than word-of-mouth advertisement from angry voters. Till next time, check out the other Codiv videos and give me feedback on the ideas that I'm sharing with you. Take it easy, and please commit to Codiv in 2008.